Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. So we have Aquarius Pisces, and this is your weekly reading. What are you going back and forth about in your head? These are very outdated way of thinking, so a way of perceiving things. You're having a difficult time with letting go with a certain either belief system or a certain thought pattern, and it's almost like it's stopping you from learning something, or from, it's almost kind of, it's like, you know how people say like, oh, curiosity killed a cat. So it's like, well, then I'm not going to be curious. But you are curious, but you're not going after it. There is something within your space that may have been growing up, or may whatever have been taboo. Something that is not talked about, something that is not dealt with, something that is not recognized, something that is not acknowledged. And again, guys, these are general readings. So if you, and it can be in any aspect, right? So you may have been born and raised religious. So going into different spiritual aspect, or learning about different spiritual aspect, has been a taboo. It is something that you don't do. Or maybe you are on the other end, where you may have been born religious and spiritually, and open to different experiences and different learnings, and learning about different practices, etc. But when it comes to organized religions, you're like, no, that's taboo, you don't go into that. But something is drawing you not so much into becoming religious, but learning about religion, learning about the fundamentals, the foundation of religion. And whatever it is that you're being drawn into, or you're being called to learn about, it is not about changing your stand or changing your beliefs in whatever it is that you believe in. It is about acquiring more knowledge, so that when you speak out on something, you have references to go back into if needed. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but that is the way that it's coming up, right? And again, guys, as you guys know, when I am doing the readings, I am doing them. When I'm done, I'm done. And that's it. Like, I find out a lot of the times what the readings are about based on comments, to be honest with you. But whatever it is, that curiosity that is stirring inside of you, you're being asked not to ignore it. You're being asked, like, you don't have to submerge yourself into it 100% like right away, but just start looking a little bit here and a little bit there, and see where it is that it guides you. The reason why this curiosity is there is because it has something to do with your path. It is going to show you something, or it's going to reveal something, or it's almost kind of like leading you to that last puzzle piece in a certain area of your life, maybe within a cycle or something like that. But the worst thing that you can do at this moment in time is resist it and not go into it, because it is considered taboo. Just because you're learning about something, or just because you open yourself up to learning about something, does not mean that you have to be you don't have to become part of it, right? So like, I like learning about different divinations and different things, not because I'm interested of doing it or becoming part of, right? But because I just want to know what the foundation is. I want to know what the practices are. I want to learn as much as I want, as much as I can, right? So, and the same things with religions, right? I visited many religions throughout my teen years. Even though I was born and raised Catholic, I went to other religions, and gladly, for some reason, that was something that was not prevented, if that makes sense. I was allowed to do it. So, but I'd never converted into those religions. You know what I'm saying? So just because you're learning something doesn't mean that you have to take it in as part of your practice. So if that's where the fear is coming from, it's like go into it or set the intention that you're just going into it as from a place of knowledge, to gain a knowledge, to gain understanding within a certain area. And it doesn't necessarily have to be spirituality and religion. This can be like, you know, finances. This can be about learning about cryptocurrency. This can be about learning about fitness. This can be learning about like death, right? What different cultures believe when it comes to death. This can be learning about, you know, the universe, learning about the ocean, learning about like whatever it is. But it's almost kind of like, don't hold yourself short thinking that your curiosity is going to lead to your demise. This is not. I think you needed to hear that. It's not. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a love card. So there's going to be the love energy. Now this can be love between you and a significant other, or love with yourself, love with your passion, love with the universe, with work, etc. Just the love energy that is surrounding you. We have the kisses, unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. So a lot of you, if you're in a relationship, whether it has been rocky, whether it has been whatever, there is an embrace or a rush of unconditional love being shared between you and your person. There is somebody that wasn't affectionate being more affectionate. But this also brings to mind that energy of like you finally allowing yourself to research or look into those taboo things passionately, just from the place of knowledge and learning. So let's go ahead and let's pull out some tarot cards to see if there's anything else or any confirmation to what came out when you're reading. I love this. We have the Magician with the Temperance in the upright, and we do have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. And then even though the Queen of Wands came out in the reverse, I love it because the way that they're saying, or the way that it's being presented, is like you are allowing your curiosity to lead. You're allowing yourself to be guided by your intuition, and you're going into those taboo places. And in a sense, you're silencing or shutting up any doubts or anything that has kept you from going into those spaces. So any dialogue or any thought patterns, anything in your mind that has stopped you in the past from going into these taboo places or into this place of knowledge or wanting to acquire knowledge within a specific area is being silenced. And and you're feeling very grounded within that space of just going and learning. And I really, really, really love that energy. You're finally moving past that fear that was stopping you. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card as your closing message. Passion of the Wild Red Mother, number 36. Right? So when you look at this picture, initially, like when you see it from far right away, you're seeing like fire, flame, like ooh, something dangerous, something that you're supposed to stay away from, something that you're not supposed to go into, something that you're not supposed to look into, right? So we talk about these taboos. Now, taboos, again, as I explained throughout the reading, doesn't have to be one specific thing. It is anything that we are unsure of, or anything that you were told not to get into or not to learn about. But regardless of anything, it's like that taboo. So this wild red mother keeps on pulling you in, like, come on, it's time for you to learn the truth. And to be honest with you, it is something that you're finally giving yourself that space to go into, and it is beautiful. Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing. Guys, take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.